this pollution. I want to go back to as early as the Industrial Revolution. The developed countries then used very dirty energy, using coal in their production processes. And because there is no boundary in the atmosphere, the harm they caused cut across. And actually, because of the vulnerability that many developing countries have, we are highly vulnerable. The capacity for us to deal with the effects and be afloat are very, very minimal. We are fragile in terms of adaptation, in terms of cleanups and all that. And so it is very imperative that actually the developed countries that actually emitted the most during their industrial revolution should actually pay for the damages. Part of the climate finance should come from the developed countries. And allow me to emphasize that climate change adaptation is very expensive, sir. And when you, for example, you want to break up, to sort of break this one up into some issues, then you find that it is quite expensive. And given that we are already past maybe our debt, sustainability numbers and all this, then you cannot think that the government of Uganda will overnight actually invest to adapt to climate change or even to strengthen our resilience and what have you. And so it is important that the developed countries that cause the damage should be mobilized, and they should provide a fund which we can use. But
one of the biggest challenges, Professor, of the non-aligned movement has been advocating for or lobbying for, advocating for international cooperation with the nature, with the way that they have been looking at the global north countries, looking at them as people who have led them into the total mess that they are in.
Yes.
Now, and yet the global south do not have money, with the exception of China and India.
Yeah.
Many of the countries are highly indebted poor countries.
Yeah.
Do you think lobbying for financing will be an easy walk in the national park for them in regard to climate financing if the person whom they are looking at to be the godfather in all this situation, who is the global north, is being looked at as an enemy to the global south?
Yeah, thank you very much. And I'm not saying that looking at the global north should be the only solution to this. That one is, for me, I would classify it as one of the situations that would bring the NAM summit, so that a common voice, so that this deepened cooperation and having strategies on how to negotiate in the international systems. By the way, one of
these
our
people,
issues...
These countries have been working together for the last 63 years.
Yeah.
But the issue of climate change has continued.
Yeah.
Messing them up.
Yeah.
63 years down the road.
Yeah.
Where is the problem?
Priority.
Yeah.
Priority. It's a simple thing. It's a priority issue. For example, if you look at the countries, the member countries of NAM control almost all the resources of the earth. All the mineral resources as we speak. If you look at the NAM composition, those are the people who have all the resources. So I don't understand how you say they are highly indebted poor countries that do not have a voice. That's not true. If those countries decided and said we are withholding, or we are going to hold back on our resources based on the fact that if you look at the composition, I don't know if you've showed the viewers the composition of this organization. This movement alone carries almost all the resources that the global north needs to function. So if you withhold those or leverage your resources to say, listen, you've caused this damage, including here, because they are the global north is still the same that is mining in Africa. that is mining in most of Asia for the oil, that is mining even up to China. So how about you say, listen, with our resources, we're leveraging to say that you should make reparation to some of the things that you have destroyed. Now, like I said in the beginning, we have very many conversations and very little action. We have very good policies, we have very good research, but we are not implementing.
But who's selling to them? Because if you say that they should make reparations, who is selling to them?
The organization. That is
No,
the whole.
who's selling to
point,
them?
The whole point of this.
Fabrice, let us face this thing. Let us face the elephant is in the house. We are the ones doing minings here. We are the ones calling these guys here, sign contracts with them, give them mining belts, do the mining. So where do you start saying that they should make reparations?
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
No. Fabrice, I'm not a politician, but I want to tell you, stop playing blame games.
Nobody's blaming.
Face the challenge. Face the challenge the way it is. Is you in the global south who
Yeah, but
put
have
stakes?
you understood what I've said?
Listen,
I have said, as the organization, we should take responsibility and prioritize the things that we are here talking. What I'm talking
but
about
how are you going to
is
prioritize? How are you going to prioritize when you do not have a funding budget?
Yes, but you see, you hold the resources. You hold the resources. What is leverage? Leverage is utilizing what you have to get what you do not have. It is as simple as that. You hold the resources. He has mentioned, Professor Bale has clearly mentioned, that the people who actually have destroyed the atmosphere, the people who have actually caused the damage to the globe, have been these industrialized countries that used very bad energies in the start, that deforested in the start. That's what he's talked about. Now, we all have, unfortunately, to live with the repercussions of their actions. Now, how do we solve it? We do not have the resources to finance global, the reversal of global warming.